take a look at the training and have her go through so that she knows how to utilize the gateway. The other thing that we have up here is the inquiry type descriptions. So you may have noticed on your issue logs, all of your inquiries that come over are categorized under an issue type. And that could be something like carrier issue, eligibility data, enrollment request, something like that. And what we've done here is we've just broken that down for you so that you can go in and take a look and see what types of issues we're putting into what category. If you're ever wondering how things are put together, you can always just take a look here. Underneath here, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Where did you say that training was located? Is it just where it says the gateway?
Yes, the gateway.
Okay. Thanks.
No problem. Underneath here, we have the specific announcements, and that will be anything that we have that's specific for you and your team. One of the first things that you'll see us add in there is an archived issue log. So once we get everyone transferred over and starting working in the gateway, if you have any current active issues that Melee is working on, we'll get those transferred in so you'll be able to see them here. And then what we'll have Melee do is pull a closed issue log, and that's something we normally do once a year. We just like to refresh the log so it doesn't just keep going on and on year after year and getting bigger and bigger. And what we'll do is we'll be putting that closed issue log into the specific announcement section. So if you need to go in and look at something that came through 6 or 8 months ago, you're always going to have access to that participant issue, and you'll be able to see all of the notes following through the timeline of that issue all the way through the resolution. Underneath here, we have the participant-specific inquiries, and these are the inquiries that are going to show on your issue log. And those will be separated out individually by the participant name. You'll be able to see the inquiry type as well as the status. Is it an active or is it a closed issue? You'll be able to see who from your team submitted that issue, and then the date it was created. And if it's a closed issue, you'll have the close date here. Underneath, you'll have your general inquiries. Those will also be separated out individually. And then down at the bottom, you have your Generate Excel file button, and that's the button that you'll use when you want to pull your issue logs, and we'll go into that a little bit later on in the training in more detail. Up here in the middle, we have some filters to make your lives a little bit easier. So when you first log into the gateway and you're looking at these inquiries, you're going to see all of the inquiries that are submitted by everyone on your team who has gateway access. So if you just wanted to look at what you've submitted, you can click this button here and it will filter out everyone else's submissions and you'll only see your own. You also have a date range that you can add here. So if you wanted to pull up inquiries that came in during first or second quarter, you can put that date range in, hit search, and then it will filter out everything else that didn't come in during that selected time frame. And then you have your text box. So if you wanted to try and go directly to a specific inquiry, we would recommend putting in the participant's last name and hitting search, and then you'll be able to populate all of the inquiries that have that last name associated with it. Again, for the announcement section, if you wanted to go to the gateway announcement, you'll just click on the link there. This is what comes up for you, and down at the bottom you have the PowerPoint attachment. That is something that you can download. You can save it to your home screen. That's something you'd be able to go in and send over to Sarah so that she can take a look at that and go through that as well. And then for the specific announcements, you'll click on that link there. It does take you to a new page. And again, that's where you'll be able to see those yearly archived issue logs. We'll also be able to add any client trends that we're seeing here. And then if you have anything that you think might be useful for your team to store on this page, please reach out and let us know. We're more than happy to get something uploaded for you. Any questions on the home page?
Not for me, thanks. Nope.
All right, great. So now we're going to take a look at how you'll be able to submit your inquiries. When you have an issue that you need to send over for Melee or a question, you'll just go ahead and click on Submit an Inquiry, and it does give you a drop-down for the two different inquiry types that we've been talking about. So there's the participant-specific that will go on the issue log, and then you have your general inquiries, which are your general questions for Melee, and that's what we're going to take a look at first here. This is going to replace those emailed questions that you may send over for her, and it can be any type of general question. You want to make sure someone's gone ahead and completed their enrollment. These are the issues that will not go